Hello everyone and welcome. This is the Silent K and today we're going to be playing some MegaMek. Let me start a little bit. We are jumping right into some MegaMek, but first a quick recap. We are doing a contract on Kirchbach, where the enemy morale is now low. I missed this last week, but we got an Icarus 1X added to our roster as part of the monthly event. It is a primitive 40 tonner with a large laser, some SRMs, some machine guns, and a small laser. Don't know what I'm gonna do with that just yet. We might hold on to it, we might upgrade it, we might sell it. It's only worth 1,000,000 C-bills. We did have some people gain some XP. We cannot find double heat sinks. And we are assaulting an enemy hostile facility. It will not occur on the 7th, it is occurring on the 1st. As per the briefing room, we do also have a breakthrough mission coming up on the 4th against this hostile force. Let's see. Other than that, the repair bay is mostly clear except for these two Locust Cs, which I didn't notice last week. Yeah, those heat sinks that I pulled out of these things, those were single heat sinks. I did not realize the Locust C had inner sphere heat sinks. It only has clan weaponry. It doesn't have anything else clan. So we're still hurting for double heat sinks, both of the inner sphere and the clan variety. We've got 19 of the clan ones, but none of the inner sphere ones. So I'm thinking maybe we will be upgrading something with those clan double heat sinks. Not Hoser's Ride, because we don't have enough to cover that. But I don't know, maybe Ash's Archer. And then we can have the double heat sinks out of Ash's Archer, and we can use those to repair our other mechs. Alternately, oh, not contract market, wanted unit market. Is there anything here with double heat sinks? There was the Phoenix Hawk 3D, which only has 2 double heat sinks because it stores 10 of them in the engine. And I don't think 2 double heat sinks are worth 6.7 million C-bills. I don't think anything else here has double heat sinks. And it doesn't look like they do. So yeah, no, we're not going to be buying units to take the double heat sinks out of them. Or at least, not that we haven't already bought. So yeah, jumping into the mission next. Quick recap, we deployed in the south, our reinforcements have arrived. We are making our way northwards to try and take out this Sentinel and a Cataphract, and whatever else happens to be up that way. We did knock this champion down and he is in rough shape. He may or may not be trying to get up, or he may or may not be trying to eject. Ejecting would be his worst mistake, because I didn't realize this last week, but those pilots that ejected, the one that made me think that Ash was immobile and the other one, they both died in the tornado. So we're not trying to eject for this mission. We'll go down with the mech if we have to. That said, the enemy units are down to 3,000 points. Wow. I did not realize we had already pretty much annihilated them. Jeez. I know they had some tanks that they weren't gonna get, but we only have to kill like 1 more mech. Okay, well, let's go ahead and we will install some bots and hopefully... Okay, so yeah, those 2 pilots are no longer with us. The champion went ahead and ejected, which again, I wouldn't have done, but I'm not princess. We'll have Stiletto start jumping this way. What? Accidentally tapped the enter key when I was holding shift. Popped this thing up. I wanted to make sure I wasn't I just saw abandoning unit and I was like, no, we're not. Let's see. So Stiletto's making her way northwards. Hoser. Do we want Hoser to come up this way or this way? Either way. Can we go reckless? On a 6, I think it was, right? And then one for running and turning. No, a 5 and a 6. We don't need to push our luck that hard. We'll just turn this way. I know that shift in our direction cost us 2 turns of movement. But it is what it is. We really just need to take down either the Sentinel or the Cataphract. So yeah, we will concentrate on whichever one of those ends up being more 6 for entering rubble. No. Let's get the Phoenix Hawk out of there. Yeah, let's try to block this road here. We got eyes on the Cataphract, eyes on the Sentinel. Ash is going to jump into the non-rebel hex. Tsubasa, we're gonna wait. The Cataphract is moving to flank Tsubasa, which is fine because he's not going to be there soon. Let's see. Tugyu and the Stalker. Oh, speaking of Tugyu and the Stalker, I did figure out why his edge didn't save him that head hit last week. In the first mission that we did last week. It's because all of his edge triggers were turned off. So I went ahead and corrected that before tonight's stream. Hopefully it sticks. I'll have to double check that after this mission is over. I'll also have to check all of the other pilots and make sure that their edge triggers are set up properly as well. Alright, champion. Jumping to there. The Clint. Jumping 5 hexes so we're not landing in rubble. Last but not least, Tsubasa in the Vulcan. Jump in behind the Sentinel. Sentinels have weak back armor, don't they? I believe they do. Like, especially weak. Let me check. Five and 7, 8 and 10. He's actually really well armored on the back, considering how well armored he isn't on the front. Yeah. 5 to 8, 7 to 10. That is a very high ratio. Normally I would have done, I don't know, 11 and 6 or 12 and 5 on the center. On the left and right torso it'd probably be 9 and 4. I don't know. Of course I would have gone with more armor in general, just because you can. It's not very well armored just in general, but its back is surprisingly well armored. Let's see. Does Hoser have eyes on any of these turrets? We've got this guy. We've got... no. We've got this guy. I'm not worried about the missile turrets. And actually, if you recall, our objective was to scan all of the turrets. We already destroyed one by ammunition explosion. But our objective to capture the base is to scan all of the turrets. Now, if we can destroy all of the enemy op4, then we can scan them at our leisure, or leisure, depending on how you like to pronounce it. But yeah, we don't actually have to fight anyone if we don't want to. We just have to take a turn off from shooting. So yeah, Hoser, we've got this one, which has no more weapons. We have this one, which has no more weapons. Yeah, there's nothing for Hoser to shoot at this turn. Stiletto has eyes on the light missile turret, which has a construction factor of 19, so an ER large laser is not going to crit. There's not much point in shooting there either. Ash does not have eyes on anyone. Vulcan, I think I want to wait on. Can Hoser scan? Hoser's not close enough to scan anything, no. You've got to be within 3 hexes. So, only in your immediate area. And we're trying to scan the turrets, which are all up here in the center part of the map. Which is pretty far north from where you are. Champion's got eyes on no one. Let's see. Clint has eyes on no one. MekHQ has eyes on no one. The Phoenix Hawk will be shooting at the Sentinel on 7s. We'll go 2 heat over for that. And then Tsubasa will go into his back on 7s. We'll go 5 heat over, why not? Alright, the crew of the Bombard turret repaired their malfunction. The Cataphract missing on 10s, 11s, and 12s. Phoenix Hawk at the Sentinel hits him in the right torso, hits him in the right arm and the right leg. Down to single digits in all those locations, stripped the right torso bare. The Sentinel misses the Phoenix Hawk with a small laser on a 10. I guess the streaks. Oh yeah, can't fire missiles, and the Ultra AC5 is within its minimum range. Plus the tornado modifier, you're looking at 13 or 14. Tsubasa missed with all the lasers, did hit with both machine guns. Why are the machine guns easier to hit with? Machine guns are not affected by the tornado. Interesting. Got him in the right arm and the right leg, down to 1 and 5. And the Sentinel took 20 plus, needs a 9 to stay standing, gets a 10. So we did almost knock him down. We're not going to be kicking the buildings. We are going to be kicking that Sentinel. We'll start with Tsubasa on a 4 for 8. We'll follow that with whoever's in the Phoenix Hawk on a 4 for 9. Yeah, and that'll be about it. Sentinel kicks the Phoenix Hawk in the right leg for 8, down to 12 armor there. The Vulcan kicks the Sentinel in the right leg, critting on his lower leg. The Phoenix Hawk kicks the Sentinel in the left leg. Sentinel needs to make 3 piloting skill rolls. The cats are going crazy right now. I don't know if you can hear that. I'm sure you can. Toby, get down from there. Hold on. Toby, get down. There's a box in the living room that I don't want them getting into, but they're cats and it's a box. Sentinel goes down, takes 4 to the right torso, critting on his, or almost critting on his right torso. Pilot of the Sentinel blacks out. Phoenix Hawk also goes down, takes 5 to the CT, does avoid hurting the pilot. Alan Davi, that's who's in the Phoenix Hawk. Toby, get down from there. Hey. So yeah, no one's building up any significant heat except for Tsubasa, who just reached 5. We've got them down to 21% of their forces. I think we can call this a victory, unless we want to take out that Cataphract, which I like cataphracts, but it's not clan tech, and that's really what we're going for, so slash victory. Okay, so yeah, we drove off all of the enemies that were defending the base, and we scanned it with no problems. Pilot of the Sentinel needs a 3 to wake up, rolls a 10. I didn't realize that he or she had rolled a 2 for the consciousness check. We do always save the salvage. And yes, we controlled the battlefield. Tugu took light damage. Nothing major. Right leg is down to 4 armor. So that's a little weakened. Ash's archer took moderate damage to the right torso. Not too much damage to anywhere else. And the Clint took almost major damage to the left leg. Had 2 points of armor left. So Zero Chew, who fell down like 3 times trying to stand up and hurt himself every time, used up all of his edge making consciousness checks. So he's going to be needing some time to recover. The Sentinel, yeah, I guess the Sentinel escaped. Was about to lose its right torso and its right arm, and about to lose its right leg, but it was still ambulatory. The turrets did not escape. Do we want the Hellhound? Large pulse laser, some streak SRMs, plenty of streak SRM ammo. That is a clan streak SRM ammo. And clan ER mediums and a clan large pulse. Other than that, it's a 50-ton clan mech with a 300 fusion engine. Yeah, we might be taking that Hellhound. 2 million C-bills, that's not bad. Shadowhawk 2C, 45-tonner. Medium pulses, some streak SRMs, and some streak SRM ammo. Nice. Some ER medium and small lasers. Some medium pulse lasers. Yeah, I think we want that guy as well. And the Champion C, which is clan tech level, has a 300 XL engine. No double heat sinks that we can salvage. It does have a couple ER mediums and LB10X, which is very interesting. We could put that on one of our mechs that has an Inner Sphere LB10X. It is a little light on the ammo for said LBX, but that's going to put us over, isn't it? Yeah. That puts us at 17 versus 36. We're supposed to be maxing out at 30%. But yeah, I want all of those. I'm gonna take them. We'll have to pay cash for them. That's fine. Okay, so did we capture anyone, or did they all... We captured Mildred, apparently, who survived the tornado, probably by huddling up in a building or something. But yeah, we captured Mildred with 3 hits. Piloted the Shadowhawk. Let's see, the Champion ejected, the Hellhound ejected, the Shadowhawk ejected. The Bombard turret went to... That was Tsubasa, wasn't it? Or was it Davi? I think it was Tsubasa. Got the ammo crit. Yeah, we'll do that. Force withdrawal 75%. We'll check the Sentinel. Okay, we had them down to 25% of their forces. But apparently... Force withdrawal. Scan the buildings. Yes, we did that after the fact. We preserved 75%. We blew up one of the bombard turrets, I think. We forced withdrawal of... Okay, well, it doesn't want to give me that objective. We are calling that a victory. Alright, let's see if changing the text in this section will allow us. Alright, let's see if we can't keep that base. We'll see what happened to it. Oh. Well, that was easy enough. Okay, so we've got, and apparently we're already back in the repair bay again. That was a fairly quick mission. I mean, we weren't out for a day or anything like that. Geez, we're down to 3 regular techs, and they're mostly doing maintenance. That cat is in the box again. Toby. 1 second, you guys. No, get out of there. Oh, no, that's not Toby, that's Dottie. Come on, yeah. I'd like to see you get in the box now. Put something on top of the box. Let's see them get into it now. Okay, so maybe one of our veterans with 0 XP. Daniel is not a specialist of any kind, is he? Yeah, we'll have Daniel doing our reloading. Actually, the machine guns should be the only things needing reloaded because I didn't fire any missiles or any ballistic weapons. Alright, so it's gonna be armor next. Let's see, armor. Ben, Elena, Veronica, Jamel, Guillaume, and Tamalika. Tamalika. That worked out nicely. The champion. Where's Guillaume? Do we have Guillaume ready? Did Guillaume already spend his time for today? How about Jamel? Okay, Veronica, Elena, or Ben? Okay, well, that is all of our armor specialists taken out of action right now, apparently. So we'll just have veterans doing that. $7 minutes. Can we have Penny do that real quick? Okay. Clint, took a little bit of damage as well. Archer, again, didn't take that much damage either. I'll have Veronica. Oh, we don't need to spend that much time on that. Loney. Loney needs a specialization, so we're going to try to give him some XP. Okay, used some edge to spare us from some armor. I wish it would say how much edge they had over here. That would be really nice. Maybe I'll put in a request for the next next update. Okay, wait, repair cockpit, not replace? Have Chris try to repair that on a 5. Yeah. Let's see, this armor. Oh, that's Clan Pharaoh Fibrous armor. How much of that do we have in storage? Armor. Pharaoh Fibrous Clan, 542 points. Actually, that's quite a lot. We're gonna spend 24, 29, 29, 53 points of it repairing this Hellhound, which we legged, which is actually kind of cool. Denise or Yasrudin? Yeah, Yasrudin. Where's Denise? Did Denise already do her thing today? She must have. Alright, well, we'll have Loney continue putting on armor. We'll have, I guess, maybe not Fred Modry. The Shadowhawk 2C. We're back to Loney. Let's see. We'll have Halima do one of these jump jets. No. We'll have Shasa do one of these jump jets. We'll have. Yes. Oliver can do the other. Have Ogiko do that armor. The cockpit, we can have Fred Modry do that real quick. Loney? Oh, Veronica's an armor specialist, so yeah, she can do that. Now we just have to put the right torso and left leg back on it. The champion, we're gonna have to wait on that as well. Wait, hold on. Why am I putting armor on these guys? I wanted the ammo out of them. I got caught up in a groove, and it wasn't the right groove. Okay, well. What the Hellhound? and mech, which means it's going to be a pain to maintain. No, I think we're just gonna, no, hold on. Let's put that back in repair mode until the cockpit is done being repaired. That way, if you switch it to salvage after you start a repair, when the repair finishes, it'll be in salvage mode and it'll salvage the part instead of repairing it. So, I want to leave it in repair mode until the cockpit is done, and then we can start taking it apart. In the meantime, the Archer is the only thing left that we're trying to keep. That locust is being worked on. This locust, we can have Ogiko pull the armor off of it. We'll have Veronica do that one. Alexandru can do that one. And that one. Now, the ER smalls and medium pulse laser, those I definitely want to get in one piece. So those are gonna wait. Yeah, those are gonna wait for like an elite tech or someone with a specialization either for armor or clan tech. We'll go ahead and have him start pulling this engine though. It'll take him a couple days. B can get started on this gyro. That'll take her a couple of days. The cockpit. Do we want Inacito to spend 3 days on that? I think we, I don't know. We'll have Halima. Yeah, Halima is not a specialist of any kind, so we'll have her do that. These actuators, we'll have Inacito do one. And then everyone left except Shada has like 30 minutes or less left. Yeah, we'll go ahead and get started on that. Yasrudin, no, Yasrudin needs XP. One second, guys. You get down from there. Ugh, jeez. Now they're going for the fish tank. Alright, they're worse than children. I mean, I say they're worse than children. I don't have children of my own, so I guess I can't really speak that confidently about it, but I'm glad I don't have children, because they would probably be worse than the cats. So what have we got here? We've got an upper leg actuator that no one can, well, Elizabeth can knock that out on a 4. Or she can try to. Rolled a 3. Okay, well, that happens. Warehouse, jeez. We've also got a pair of 45-ton jump jets that can be fixed, and we can have an aero tech do that. Where are our veteran aero techs? Oh wait, we don't have any veteran aero techs. We do have Doodles though. Doodles can apparently repair a jump jet. I'll have Amelia repair a jump jet. Okay, and we'll have to wait for someone. Someone with 240 minutes, an elite tech with 240 minutes, or you know what? We'll go ahead and leave that at ×4 so we can have a veteran or regular do that. And with that in mind, we're only giving up 25 minutes of tech time today, which I think I'm okay with. We do have a battle coming up in 3 days. So, which unmaintained units do we have? We've got the Kraken, which is being refitted. We've got the Champion C. We've got the Hellhound. Hatchman's being refitted. The Shadowhawk. The Icarus. I need to decide what to do with the Icarus, and I'm leaning towards sell it. Yeah. The 2 locusts are about to be taken apart all the way. Yeah, okay. I think we are ready to advance the day. Untreated personnel, what? Oh. And Mildred is ready to defect. Let's... see. Where is... prisoner? Where's Mildred? Mildred is a 3/4 with battlesuit gunnery, apparently. Freeborn mech warriors, freeborn vehicle gunners, vehicle drivers, vehicle crew, freeborn soldiers. So only the mech warriors are trueborn, and all the trueborns are mech warriors. Dalamil is a 4/5. Shakti is a 4/5, and Mildred is a 3/4. Oh no, a 4/3. Interesting. Huh. Interesting. Alright. Now we are ready to advance the day. Unmaintained units, yes. Okay. We got some armor in. We got the engine out of the Locust. We got the cockpit out of the Locust. Denise gained an XP doing that. Nice. Which puts her at 4. Oliver Costa is still working on his engine. V got the gyro out. Halima is still working on the cockpit. Salvaged a bunch of parts. We did fix the Hellhound cockpit, which means we can put it into salvage mode. We put the cockpit back in the Shadowhawk 2C, which is funny because it's about to have to go back out. We've got the Hatchetman in about 12 days. We've got the Kraken in like 100, like 80 something days, I think. And we still can't find double heat sinks. So the Archer is gonna have to wait there. The Hellhound, we are going to salvage that guy. We'll have cost you do that. Oh right, plan tech. Janet on a 5. Alright, so I guess it's gonna be 5s. We'll start with Sosik, Janet, and George. We've got a couple of actuators. We can have Ratnabala pull that. Yeah, okay. Shoyab pull the other one. And then we can start taking apart these guys. Actually, let's go ×2 and use veterans. Jamel. Jamel is an armor specialist, so he can actually start taking stuff off of the Hellhound. Huh? Oh no. Jamel lost quite a lot of armor on that time. I guess it was bound to happen. Jamel, Guillaume, Tamalika. Malika can get started on some of this. Uh, 24 points. That might be worth spending a little extra time on. So we'll do that. Jamel, same thing. It's 14 points. We'll spend 140 minutes on it. What other armor specialists do we have? Veronica, Elena, and Ben. There's Elena. So she can get started on this guy. There's Ben. He can get started on. Ooh, we don't need to spend that much time on that. We can spend 100 minutes. What other armor do we have? Wait. Yeah. Got more armor here. And the champion. That's 110. That leaves us with 120. Leaves us with 90. We can start pulling jump jets at a rate of 2 per. We can have Fred Modry pull one of these. Maybe the ammo bins we do ×2 of. The jump jets. All right. These lasers and the LB10X. Oh, wrong button. Okay, dang it. There. All those lasers, the LB10X, all going to be ×4. And all going to be, I think, elite techs. So yeah, we'll take the LB10X on a 4. Edeborg. Edeborg really have nothing better to do than salvage an ER medium laser. No, Edeborg can take out this engine, which is a very nice engine. Maybe we'll throw this into our champion, free up a couple of crit spaces. Let's see, the gyro. We can have MekHQ do that. Cockpit, we can have Alexandru do that. We've got all these actuators. Oh, there's all our regular techs, I guess. Let's see, right leg. We can have Ben knock that out over today and tomorrow. Let's see. Veronica's an armor specialist, so yeah, we can have her start pulling those. We'll have Yasrudin take one of those, we'll have Shada take one of those, and we'll have, I guess, Monroe can take one of those. Ethan, ooh. Yeah, Ethan will take out the streak ammo bin on a 4. Veteran, and a Cito. Go ahead and pull the gyro. That'll be a tomorrow job, and then we've got a bunch of actuators. I'll have Yasrudin pull a couple of those. We'll have Shoyab pull one. Shada can pull a couple, and so can Dulfikar. Evesberg. Evesbig. Hey, how's it going? Glad you could join us. I'm not sure how to pronounce your name. YVESBG. But yeah, thanks for joining us. You kind of caught us at a slow moment. We're just doing some repairs. I say repairs, we're actually taking stuff apart. And we've got a battle coming up in 2 days, which will more than likely be starting here in the next 5-10 minutes, I want to say. But yeah, welcome to the party. I wonder if Varenk is still with us, or if he's conked out or something. Oh, there's Varenk. Hey, I was worried we'd lost you. Yeah, I know. I try not to push you too often, but sometimes when I don't hear from you in a while, I wonder. Alright, we'll have these guys just finish up these actuators. Daniel. Daniel is not a specialist. Alright, so that's all but 5 minutes of our tech time, which I'm fine with. We still have this jump jet. We can have maybe one of our aerotechs do that real quick. We do have 3 medium pulse lasers and Omni. Oh no, we've got 3 Omnipods, 4 medium pulse lasers. So we've got an upper leg actuator. We can have Elizabeth take another crack at that, and she succeeded this time. Alright, so we are coming along. It is going to be the 3rd. We got 10 tons of armor arrived. How many heat sinks does the Awesome have? 21. You have to replace the engine heat sinks? Yes. Or if you change to double heat sinks, does it automatically convert engine double heat sinks to clan double heat sinks? Too much rogue tech, things work differently? Yeah, no kidding, they do. No, in order to change this over to clan double heat sinks, I would need 21 clan double heat sinks. Only, what, 12 of them would show up in the crit table, but I would need all 21 in storage. We can actually mess around with this a little bit if you'd like. And double. Wait, it's saying parts needed none. Okay, let's see if it'll let us do this actually. so that should be what, like 18, 19, 20, 21. Yeah, we're short 2 double heat sinks. It just doesn't tell you that until you've got the crits allocated. That said, switching to clan double heat sinks when we pick up a couple more would save us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 crit spaces. So we could swap out some of these medium lasers for more heat sinks, and then we could fire the PPCs more often. So that is my ultimate goal. That is what I'm saving up those clan double heat sinks for, is to get these medium lasers replaced with something that, you know, will help us fire the PPCs. I like the ER large laser. I like the ER medium lasers. Clan Tech is just the best. But those inner sphere medium lasers, they're efficient, but I don't want you to be that close to the enemy. See, the ER mediums, at 10 hexes, they're only at a +1 for you, because you've got sniper. So yeah, up to 10 hexes at a +1 modifier for those ER mediums is not bad. And then of course the ER PPCs are going out to, what is it, 14 with a modifier of +1. So you don't have to get too close to use any of these weapons. It's just these guys, you trying to get within 3 to 6 hexes. I don't like it. So we're gonna remove that from the lab. We've still got plenty of tech time for today. The archer, nothing we can do about that. The locust, we can have Kai take the leg off. Cockpit will be a little bit longer. Let's see. Clan tech, left arm. That is going to be an Ediborg job. Weapon techs, Chris, Ben, and Elena. Well, Elena can get started on this large pulse laser. Let's see. Chris, there's Chris. I can start pulling these streak 2s. Who's our other weapon specialist? Ben. Ben has 165 minutes. Medium pulses. ER mediums. Yeah, I guess we'll have him start on one of these ER mediums. We don't need to spend quite a day on it. Fred Modry can knock this one out. Loney can knock out this one. Kenny can knock out this one today and tomorrow. Right arm can come off. I'll take Big Knock all day to do that, or he'll try and fail. We'll have Jamel do that. Susan. Maybe not Susan. Maybe, well, Ben and Ediborg are our internal specialists, and they're both tied up. Well, Ediborg actually could do that tomorrow. Yeah, we'll have Ediborg taking apart the champion. Alright, the Shadowhawk needs its leg. We'll have Susan. Oh, whoa. Oh, Denise's clan specialist. That's why it's so much easier for her. So yeah. I'll take advantage of that. Yasrudin is our other clan tech specialist. He's just a regular though. We need to get him up to veteran. I would very much like to do that. Let's see, the cockpit, we can take that out because that's not clan tech. We can have, yeah, Janet can do that over the course of today and tomorrow. The clan engine, we can actually take that out. Engines are surprisingly easy to do, to both install, salvage, and repair. They're actually really easy to work on for some reason. Easier than gyros, easier than some weapons, like clan tech weapons. We'll have B do that. She tried to fail. She rolled a 3. But fortunately, that was already taken off, so. The engine, yeah, we'll have B do that one. The gyro, have Ogiko do that. The cockpit, we'll have Sosik do that on a 5, sure. Still got a foot actuator to come off. We've got these jump jets that we can do something about. And the list gets shorter. Jump jet, we can pull that out. Have Dolfikar do that. Streak ammo bin, we want to take our time with that one. We'll have Oliver is the only veteran tech with more than 360 minutes, so he'll do it. Let's see, the armor that's being done. These 2 other jump jets. We'll have Shada do one, get started on. We'll have Ethan get started on the other. Okay, so what's left? Salvaging the parts, the weapons, the head stuff. Okay, so we're pretty much done there for the day. Who's working on that cockpit and why is it not getting done? Weapon. Head stuff. Okay. Moving on to the 4th. So this is gonna be the day of our breakthrough heavy today. Deploy a force from your TO&E. We've got maintenance on the Thumper, maintenance on the Vedette, maintenance on the Saracen. We're Halima is 1. Oh, she's only spending 120 minutes a day on it. Well, I guess that's fine. It'll only be like 4 more days. Let's see. I got Shada failed to get a jump jet off the Hellhound. Ogiko failed to get the gyro out of the Hellhound. But that is a problem for the next day, as we have a blocking hostile force that we need to break through. Do we know what kind of force we're talking about here? We've got some allies, 3,000 points worth of allies. A Firestarter, a Wolfhound, a J. Edgar hover tank, and a Hetzer. All of them with pretty close to regular pilots. We've got enemy Merc, Avatar, Sky Cavalry, Beast Infantry. Okay. Primary Op 4 is 17,000 points, mostly tanks with a Black Knight, a pair of Cestises, and a pair of Excaliburs. A pair of Royal Excaliburs. Gauss Rifle, LRM 20s. Yeah, Gauss Rifle, LRM 20, and Artemis. What's in the Cestus? Cestus has large, medium, Gauss rifle. Okay, so we're gonna be trying to dodge some headshots from the Cestises and the Excaliburs. And then the Black Knight, I believe, has a PPC. PPC on the right arm, large lasers in the right and left torso. Oh, an active probe in the center torso. And a bunch of medium lasers and a bunch of heat sinks. The Excaliburs. You would think, but I don't see where it says so. Oh, and they also have 10,000 points of aircraft. Well, that's certainly interesting. There's a rapier with an autocannon 20, a pair of large pulses, an LRM 20, and a medium pulse. So the rapier is kind of a threat. The hammerhead with a 2-4 pilot with an autocannon 20. The Hydaspes, which has quite a long list of things. ER large, 2 medium pulses, ER large, LRM 15, 2 medium pulses, ER large, LRM 15, 2 medium pulses, 2 streak SRM 6s. They are not kidding around with their air support. And the Stuka with an LRM 20, 4 large lasers, 2 mediums, and a bunch of smalls. Break through the opposite edge of the map or rout the hostile enemy force. We're on the 50 by 30 woods river in the forest. Daylight, light rain, moderate gale. We've got 1 reroll. I think I want to do something about the wind. Destroy or rout 50% of the enemy forces. Hold on. Primary allies ground. To compensate for the presence of a large opposing force, allied units will be working alongside us. Okay, well, I wish they gave us more than a couple of tanks and a couple of light mechs. Reinforcement delay reduction from early warning center. Improved coordination allows friendly reinforcements to deploy quicker. Okay, nice. Didn't know we had that, but I guess we do. Enemy marked sky infantry. The flap of leathery wings announces the arrival of an enemy unit of Branth sky infantry. Beware. And enemy aircraft. Those are what I'm really scared of. And we'll be taking Mariana Lance has not seen action in quite some time. So we will be sending Mariana Lance. Do we send Tonga Lance as well? Who do we send as backup? Let's see. Galatea has not seen much action lately. Or we could send Tonga. Tonga's technically worth less points. Probably because it's got a Vulcan instead of, you know, a Cestus for the lightest mech in the unit. Everybody. I mean, they are bringing a total of 3, 20, 30,000 points. Yeah, I mean, we could send everyone pretty much and not be, like, really out of line. Yeah, we'll send Tonga as breakthrough reinforcements. We'll send Galatea. as reinforcements. Woods River, I want to do something about the wind. All right, we're gonna have to sort out a few things actually. Federated Commonwealth allies, you guys can be blue and gold. Actually, let's go this blue and gold. Avatars, the Sky Cavalry. You guys can be red. Red works. Up for aircraft, you guys can be maroon, I guess. And primary up for go Clan Wolf. We'll do Gamma Galaxy just to make them really pop. All right, so let's see. Sort by battle value. Wow, their Hydaspes is worth 200 points and change more than Hoser's Ride is worth. And that's with an inferior pilot, a 3-4 versus Hoser is a 2-3. The Stuka is worth more than our Archer with a 4-3 pilot. Let's see, their Cestus is worth 3,000 points. Nero's makes no difference. With a 1-4 pilot. 1-4 pilot with a Gauss rifle and 2 large lasers, and presumably the heat sinks to use them. Yeah, 12-24 heat sinks. Yeah, he's going to be firing those larges every turn, and the Gauss rifle. And the Gauss rifle is stabilized. Oof. Yeah, that Cestus needs to be our top priority, besides maybe some of these aircraft. The Black Knight not much further behind, about 300, almost 400 points less. Trades the Gauss rifle for a PPC, keeps the 2 large lasers. How much armor does the Cestus have? 211, 208. So the Black Knight is actually almost as tough as the Cestus. Yeah, they're pretty much identical if you combine the internal and armor. The Excaliburs do not have double heat sinks. They have XL engines, but single heat sinks. Gauss Rifle LRM-20. No wonder they don't have double heat sinks. They don't really need them. Cestus has double heat sinks. Black Knight, that's a KNT. Those are single heat sinks. And the Cestus, those are going to be doubles, right? Yeah, doubles. So the Cestuses have double heat sinks. The Black Knight just has 20 singles. The Excaliburs have singles, but they don't really need them. And that is a lot of Gauss rifles on the field, like 4 of them. Maybe we want Tornado again? Ooh. Yeah, that might mess with the flyers. It would also mess with the tanks. It would actually... I mean, do we want to randomize the weather, or do we want to shift the weather? Oh, no. We can go from moderate gale to strong gale, or light gale. We can change the weather to moderate rain. Or do we just randomize it? We could come up with pretty much anything. Here goes nothing. Nope, clear, calm. Well, we got rid of the gale. Oh, I keep hitting the wrong button. Okay, well, at least it won't slow us down any. Although that water might. Yeah, if we get a map like this and we're trying to go east to west, then that river is definitely going to impede us quite substantially. We are going from east to west, aren't we? Yeah, we're deploying in the east. Our reinforcements are deploying in the west. Okay. Next step is making sure everyone's deploying on the right turn. Okay, so the Warhammer speed 5 plus 1 for strategy is 6. The Vulcan is speed 7 plus 1 is 8. The Marauder is speed 5 plus 1 is 6. Hoser's Ride is 3 plus 1 is 4. Wyvern is 4 plus 1 is 5. Oof. They gave me more credit than I was expecting, than we deserved. They're having to slow down everyone. Ash's Archer is speed 5 plus 1 is 6. So that one at least we can pick up a couple of turns at. The Stalker is speed 3 plus 1 is 4, so 8 is correct. The Cestus is speed 4 plus 1 is 5, so that needs to be round 7. Should have just stuck with the defaults. Oh, I thought we got faster reinforcements. Yes, we did. Do you want to call it 1 round or 2? Okay, so yeah, so we're gonna be picking up at least 1 round for each of these. So the Vulcan is gonna be round 3. Marauder's gonna be around 5. Hoser's Ride is gonna be around 7. Wyvern is gonna be around 6. Ash is gonna be around 5. Stalker is gonna be around 7. And the Cestus is gonna be around 6. Okay, we've got auto eject disabled on the Mackie. Let's double check that. Has ammo in the right torso, has case in the right torso. The Atlas. Ammo in the left and right torso, case in the right torso. Why do we not have case in the left torso? Did I overlook that? we are going to enable auto eject. The Marauder has ammo in the left torso, has case in the left torso. The Stalker we established last episode, or last mission. The Banshee has ammo in the left and right torso, has case in the left and right torso. Alright. So yeah, I think we're about ready to roll, huh? They're deploying in the center. So we're going to basically be getting them in a pincher attack, starting round 3 or 4. Only the Vulcan is coming out on round 3. Everyone else is waiting until round 5. Maybe the Vulcan waits until round 4? No, I'll leave it at round 3 in case we need him. We can use him as a distraction. But hopefully he's fast enough and nimble enough to not get hit too badly. Alright, let's do this. We've won initiative, but our allies are going last. Okay, there is a river, but it's not completely blocking our path. So we can have our non-jumpers, which is to say the entire lance, starting up in here. I know that. Alright. We've lost initiative, but we are going at least after our allies. Ooh. Plot thickens, as do the enemy ranks. We'll have the Mackie. Does the Mackie still have an autocannon 10 and not an LB-10X? Didn't I do something about that? Must be thinking of the other Mackie. The 2 Cestises have Gauss rifles. Okay, so he's got us at medium range no matter what we do, pretty much. So we might as well get him into medium range for ourselves. That's medium range. That's medium range. Okay. We've got more armor than him. We've got more edge than him. I have faith that we can do this. We just need to focus fire. Alright. Petro with the 2 PPCs and the LBX. Yeah. This guy got us into short range, didn't he? Yep, he's got Earl and whoever's in the Mackie. Nairn. He's got Earl and Nairn at short range, but we've got him at medium range. That's not great. Yeah, we need to focus down one of those cestises right away. Okay, so got him on 6s, so we'll throw out a couple of 10-point hits for that. 6s and 8s. Oh yeah, because the autocannon 10 doesn't have the range of a PPC. The LB10X does. Alright. Earl at the cestus on 8s as well. 8s and 10s. No, we'll skip one of the two of the forward-facing medium lasers so that we can throw in the LRMs and the SRMs. Petra at the cestus on 8s as well. That'll just be the PPCs and the LBX. Longsword taking fire from the cestus firing at. Not sure. But Longsword is about to get his butt kicked. We will fire on the other cestus. Hopefully we can maybe knock him down as well. We'll go 2 heat over to fire all the big guns. Oh, yeah, I saw Roy go down. Alright, the Wolfhound missing the cestus on 9s and 11s. The Mackie hits him in the right arm with a PPC, hits him in the right torso with a medium laser, hits him in the CT and the right arm with more medium lasers. That right arm is already down to 5. Where does he keep that Gauss rifle? In the right torso. Also got lasers in both arms, so if we can take out that arm, we would cut his firepower down. And would also be one step closer to taking out his Gauss rifle. The Firestarter missing on 12s. The Cestus hits Earl in the chest with a Gauss rifle, down to 32. Follows that with 2 large lasers. So we just went from 47 to 16 armor real quick. That's rough. That is also some really good grouping. Yikes. Earl returns fire. He hits him in the right torso with an LB10X. He hits him with 12 LRMs spreading across the torso. His right torso is down to 2. The Cestus at Longsword hits him in the right leg with the Gauss rifle, down to 9. Large lasers to the right torso and right arm, both down to 16. And a medium laser to the head. Why? Oh, why do I not have an edge trigger for head hits? Okay, I guess it was just because he only has 3 edge. Didn't want to waste them. Don't like that. So Roy takes his first hit from a medium laser. The Hetzer misses on a 10. The Black Knight misses on 10s. Petra at the Cestus. Ooh, got him in the left arm, got him in the right torso. Gauss rifle blows up. Takes 2 damage to the pilot. He stays conscious. Auto eject system was engaged, so the Cestus is destroyed by ejection because we got his Gauss rifle. And then the Excalibur misses Longsword on a 12. The J. Edgar hits the Cestus and the center torso and the left torso and the left leg. The Excalibur hits Longsword in the right arm with a Gauss rifle, down to 1 armor there. Longsword returns fire at the Cestus, hits him in the right arm with a large laser, hits him in the left leg with a medium laser. The Ishtar hits Earl with 15 LRMs to the left arm. The center torso takes 10, down to 6 armor. The Cestus needs a 4 to stay standing, gets a 9 for taking 20 plus. Earl needs a 6, gets a 7. Longsword needs a 7, gets a 3. Longsword needs to work on his piloting. Not that it would have helped this turn, but a 5 is not great. Takes 8 damage to the center torso and the left arm. Needs a 7 to avoid hurting the pilot. Gets an 11. The Cestus kicks the J. Edgar in the left side, stunning the crew for a turn and leaving it with 6 armor. The Wolfhound is up to 5 heat. The Firestarter is up to 2. Longsword is up to 2 as well. Earl and the Cestus are at 1 heat. Everyone else is running cool as a cucumber. We have lost initiative and we are going first, which is kind of a bummer. Let's see, the Excaliburs had Gauss Rifle LRM 20. Gauss Rifle LRM 20. That guy's a 2-5. This is the 3-3. 2-3. 4-5. 4-5. LB10X LRM 15. Demon with a Gauss Rifle, naturally, with a 4-5 pilot. The Fury with a Gauss Rifle with a 5-6 pilot. What is an Oro got? An LB20X. Okay. And a large pulse laser. Do we advance? Do we hold position? Do we fall back? Kind of actually thinking I want to fall back. Get a little distance between us and the rest of this mass. Maybe try to single out this other Cestus real quick and take him down before he can do anything else. Maybe start working on this Excalibur, which has less armor, but more internals. 3 more internals, it looks like. Want to advance on the Excalibur, because he's got minimum ranges on his Gauss Rifle and the LRM 20. The Cestus does not have minimum ranges on his large lasers or the medium lasers. Nairn can advance. Earl took a heck of a beating last turn, so he is actually going to fall back. He's got some long-range missiles he'd like to fire, as well as an LB-10X. Petra, I think, would like to close to short range with the Cestus or the Excalibur. Try to back up the Mackie. And then Longsword is going to get up and try to reverse backwards as well. Fall back, wait for reinforcements? Yeah. Doing what I can. Needs a 5 to get up. Okay. Glad he doesn't like rolling on the ground. Oh, the Excalibur is flanking the Mackie. That's not great. Actually, it's not bad. He's got minimum ranges on everything. Alright, the Mackie. At the Cestus, maybe? On 6s? Yeah, let's take down this other Cestus. And then maybe the Excalibur over here. So that'll be the PPC, that'll be the autocannon 10. Then the medium lasers on 8s. No chance of hitting anything with the small laser. Earl has the Excalibur on 8s. Has the Cestus on 9s. So let's get Petra to fire first, because she's got higher damage per shot. She's got the Excalibur on 6s. She's got the Cestus on 7s. I kind of want to take down this Cestus first. 7's not terrible. And then we've got a 9 or we've got an 8. We'll take an 8 just to be 2 heat over. Next is going to be Longsword, who is taking fire from a demon. We've got the Excalibur on 8s. We've got the Cestus on 7s. 7s and 9s or 8s and 9s. Might as well be 9s. And we'll throw in a 7. We'll throw in 11. That's extreme range though, so that's not going to be full damage. So we'll take the 11 that does full damage. And then last but not least, Earl has the Excalibur on 8s. 8s and 10s. We'll do 3 medium lasers. And then an 8 with the LRM and a 10 with the SRM. That puts us 1 heat over. Alright, the Mackie misses the Cestus with his PPC, does hit with the autocannon 10 to the left arm. Also hits the right torso with a medium laser, and the left torso with another medium laser. Wolfhound hits the Excalibur in the left arm for 8 down to 10, and the right torso for 5 down to 13. The Oro heavy tank misses Petra on an 11. Petra at the Cestus hits with one of her PPCs to the right torso and the LB-10X to the right arm. Demon tank at Longsword needs a 10, gets a 7. The Firestarter misses on 9s. The Cestus hits the Mackie in the center torso with that Gauss rifle down to 35 armor. Misses both large lasers on 6s. Does land a medium laser to the chest as well, down to 30 armor. Longsword at the Cestus hits him in the left leg for 8 down to 15. The Black Knight hits the J. Edgar in the right side with a large laser, immobilizing it, and the right side with a medium laser and a rear with a medium laser, immobilizing it again. The Hetzer misses the Cestus on a 10. The Excalibur misses Petra on a 7 with the Gauss rifle. Does land 12 LRMs to the left arm and left leg, and the right torso takes 2. Earl with the Excalibur hits it in the right arm with the LB-10X, and a large laser hits the right torso, down to 5 armor on that torso. And then the LRM-20 engaged by AMS only hits with 9 missiles to the right arm and left torso. 4 SRMs also hit, takes 1 hit to the head, forcing Tam's first consciousness check, which Tam passes. Right torso is down to 3 armor, center torso is down to 22. The Excalibur at Longsword hits him in the left arm with a Gauss rifle, hits him in the right torso with 10 LRMs and the right leg with 2. Down to 6 armor on that left arm and the right torso, down to 7 armor on the right leg. The Ishtar hits Mackie in the center torso with an LB-10X and an Ultra Autocannon 10. Oh, that Ishtar is heavily armed, and they are concentrating on that Mackie's center torso, just like they did Earl. As well as 12 LRMs to the right leg and right torso, critting on one of his double heat sinks. Dang it. The Excalibur goes down, takes 7 damage to the arms. Cam makes their piloting check to avoid hurting the pilot in the fall. The Cestus took 40 plus, needs a 5, gets a 4, falls down, takes 7 damage to the right leg and right arm. Right arm is down to 0 armor. Rolls a 12 to avoid hurting the pilot. The Mackie and the Black Knight both stay standing for 20 plus and 40 plus. Alright, the Black Knight, the enemy Black Knight is up to 7 heat. Our friendly Wolfhound is up to 7 heat. Our friendly Firestarter is up to 4. Everyone else is at 2 or less. Round 3. We've got 1 mech deploying on round 3. We have 1 initiative, and we are going last, so that's nice. Where are all those Sky Cavalry at? There's infantry on this map, and I just don't know where they are. Alright, ER large laser, huh? So we can move 9 hexes. That's 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That puts him firmly into medium range. Yeah, that works. Oh, there's the beast infantry. All of it's hiding out down here. Are they not flying? I thought they were flying. Alright, Mackie backing up. Earl stepping forward. Maybe just enough to be a little evasive. Let's see, Longsword. Longsword is hurting pretty badly. Back up just enough to be evasive. Petra will do the same. Yeah, we might not be able to break through. Is there a time limit on this map? Break through the opposite edge or route the hostile force? Yeah, no time limit. We can hang out in these woods if we want. Last but not least, we've got, yes, an ER large laser we can poke them in the back with. Excalibur gets up with a 10, the Cestus gets up with an 8. Alright, okay, the Excalibur is in our butt. The J. Edgar is immobile. We've got a Cestus over here. We've got the Cestus on 7s. Oh, maybe we need to take out that Ishtar, though. Ishtar with a LB10X and an Ultra 10. 144 points of armor. It's slow, it's tough, and it's mean. Let's start with the Banshee, because the Banshee, I think, has the highest damage per hit average. So we'll be going for the Excalibur on 5, and a 5, and a bunch more 5s. Actually, we'll skip both PPCs, I think. We'll just do the LB10X on a 5, and then all the mediums, and then the smalls on 9s, and then the SRM 6. Dang it, we can still fire one of the PPCs. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll skip one of the PPCs. What did I do differently this time? Huh? Skip the small lasers and one of the mediums. That puts us 2 heat over. 3, 4, 5. Or we could go 3 heat under if we skipped the PPC and added the other lasers. I'd rather be 2 heat over with a chance of hitting with that 10. We'll do longsword next. Got the Excalibur on 5s and 7s. We'll do 1 PPC, 1 large laser. We'll be heat neutral by keeping one of the large lasers out of the fight. Alright, the Mackie at the Cestus. Man, they really want that J. Edgar dead. They are concentrating their fire on it. Need to hit them hard. Yeah, that's doing the best we can. We're going for the Cestus here now. We've got him on 7s and 9s. Well, at least we're not taking a buttload of damage. It looks like our Mackie's getting fired on by their Black Knight, but so is the J. Edgar. So he's splitting his fire, and then Earl. I want Earl to turn this way. No, can't do that. I want to punch the Excalibur. I guess we'll have to do it with just the left hand. So yeah, we'll do the Cestus some more on 8s. 8s and 12s. Eight and a 12. That'll put us 2 heat over. Worth the ammo. Worth the heat. And Tsubasa, last but not least, on the back of the Fury on 9s. The Oro, the Black Knight on. We've got the Demon on an 8. Yeah, we'll take a shot at the Demon. Alright, the Fury misses the J. Edgar on a 4, gets a 3. The Wolfhound misses the Excalibur on 3 7s. Petra at the Excalibur hits him in the center torso with the PPC, hits him in the right arm with the LB10X, transferring into the right torso. Medium lasers to the left torso, center torso, and right leg. Those torsos are both into the single digits. And 4 missiles after AMS hit the left, right, and center torso. The center and left torso are down to 5. Right torso is down to 0. The Oro hits the J. Edgar on the right side and destroys it with a large pulse laser. No surprise there. And then they're going to spend all the rest of the turn firing on that J. Edgar, which is fine with me. Longsword hits the Excalibur on the right leg with a PPC, hits him in the center torso with a medium pulse, critting on his gyro. Nice. Medium laser to the right arm, transfers into the right torso. Medium laser to the center torso, crits on his engine twice. Now he's got 11 single heat sinks. So he's only going to be able to sink 1 heat per turn after this. Medium laser to the left leg. That was number 133. Remember that. I need to remember that is what I mean. The Demon hits the J. Edgar in the turret, hits him in the right side, hits him in the front and the right side some more. Firestarter misses the Cestus on a pair of 9s. The Cestus firing on the J. Edgar with everything. Mackie hits the Cestus on the right leg down to 15. Medium laser to the right arm down to 5 structure. Medium laser to the center torso down to 22. Their Black Knight hits our Mackie in the center torso with a PPC down to 0 armor. Yeah, there needs to get out of there now before we start taking engine and gyro crits. The Cestus misses, or the Hetzer misses the Cestus on an 8. The Excalibur hits the Hetzer, stunning the crew, but they're already dead. The Atlas misses the Cestus with everything on 8s and 12s. The Excalibur hits the Black Knight in the right leg, critting on his lower leg and his hip. Longsword is gonna go down. Also taking 20 LRMs to the left torso, right torso, and the right leg is destroyed. Yeah, Longsword is going down. He might as well eject. The Ishtar at the Mackie hits him in the center torso with one of the Ultra 10s, critting on his engine and gyro. Boy, did I call that. And then 9 LRMs to the right arm. Tsubasa misses the demon. The Excalibur falls, crits on his lower leg and hip, and takes 2 to the center torso, which doesn't get the crit. Tam takes their second point of damage, needs a 5 to stay conscious, gets a 5. Cestus needs a 4 to stay standing, gets an 8. The Mackie needs a pair of 7s, gets a 9 and a 7. Longsword automatically goes down, crits on his right torso, double heat sinks. Right torso is down to 7 structure, needs a 15 to avoid hurting the pilot. Gets a 9, which is respectable, but not good enough. Greenfield takes his second hit, needs a 5 to stay conscious, gets an 8. Alright, the Wolfhound kicks the Excalibur in the head for 7, down to 0 armor, forcing Tam's third consciousness check, which she gets with an 11. Alright, we don't have reinforcements arriving this turn, we have reinforcements arriving next turn. I don't know if we're going to last that long with the amount of damage that we're taking. That Ultra 10 is chewing us up, those Gauss rifles did a good number on us. We've lost initiative and we're going first. Lovely. Maybe I can get them to swivel? Pivot, I mean. Can we draw some of their fire away? Alright, Longsword has no leg. The Mackie, oh yeah, took engine crit, so he's now building up heat. Yeah, can we back the Mackie up as fast as possible? Can we back Earl up as fast as possible? And Petra might need to move forward just to block. Longsword is he's prone, and he can still fire. Alright, Excalibur ejects. Tam takes her fourth hit, needs a 10 to stay conscious, gets a 12. Man, he is rocking those consciousness checks. Alright, Cestus, I need you to go down this turn. Need the Excalibur to go down this turn. Need the Ishtar to go down sooner rather than later as well. Need to deal 22 damage to that right torso. Take out that Gauss rifle. So yeah, that's gonna be PPC, autocannon 10. Yeah, I'd rather have the PPC on a 7 than the medium lasers on a 9. Even if there are 3 of them. Not likely to hit with any on 9s. Alright, Roy, what do we got? We can hit the Cestus on a 10, we can hit the Excalibur on a 10, we can hit the Ishtar on a 10. We can hit the BattleMech recovery vehicle. Yeah, that'll be the PPC. And 2 large lasers. And then Earl, also at the Cestus, I suppose, on 7s and 9s. Alright. Oh, we did manage to redirect some of their fire. Need a 9, needs a 6. And a 10 with the LB10X, or 20X. Yeah, that's, we're going to be very, very hopeful that we don't die this turn. Alright. Oro Heavy Tank selected LB20X due to better damage potential. Ishtar Heavy Fire Support Tank selected LB10X Cluster due to better damage potential. Okay. Banshee hits the Cestus in the center torso and the right torso, critting on his Gauss rifle and exploding the Gauss rifle, destroyed by ejection. Okay, well the Cestus is down. The Fury misses Tsubasa. Maki at the Cestus, doesn't matter. The Wolfhound at the Cestus, doesn't matter. The Oro at the Vulcan. Missed on the 10, missed on the 6. Nice. The Black Knight missing on 10s. The Demon missing on 9s and 11s. Earl at the Cestus, lands some LRMs. Cestus at the Banshee hits Petra in the left torso with that Gauss rifle down to 15 armor. Hits her in the right torso with the large laser down to 20. Medium laser to the right arm is down to 25. Our friendly Firestarter at the Excalibur hits him in the right torso for 5 down to 13. And another 5 down to 8. Machine gun to the head. Razia takes her first point of damage. Machine gun to the left arm, critical. Flamer to the center torso to the left torso. Ooh, that's going to be some heat buildup. Those flamers are last-ditch weapons, unless you want to build up all the heat. Yeah, fired 2 medium lasers and 2 flamers, that's 12 points of heat. You've got 10 heat sinks. The Black Knight hits the Hetzer on the left side, costing it a movement point and +2 to driving skill rolls. Tsubasa hits the Oro in the left side with the large laser and a medium, and another medium, costing it a movement point and +2 to driving skill rolls. The Excalibur hits Petra in the left torso with a Gauss rifle down to 0 armor. Ouch. The Ishtar at the Hetzer hits it in the left side down to 9, hits it in the left side with an ER medium down to 6. Hits it in the left side with an AMS down to 4. LB10X hits it in the left side for 2 more in the front, costing it half its movement points. Petra needs a 6 to stay standing, gets a 2. Falls on her rear, taking 10 damage to the right leg. Needs a 6 to avoid hurting the pilot, gets a 9. Firestarter kicks the Excalibur in the left leg for 7 down to 17. The Excalibur punches the Firestarter in the left arm for 7 down to 5 structure. The Excalibur needs a 5 to stay standing, gets a 9. Yeah, that Hetzer, MVP of the round. Yeah, narrow low profile saved his butt too, because like half of those hits were half damage or less. Okay, so the Black Knight is up to 6 heat. The Wolfhound is up to 6 heat. The Firestarter is up to 5. Petra is up to 4. Everyone else is at 2 or less. With less than 4 minutes left in the stream. I think we've lost initiative, but we are at least going after our allies. Let me do one more turn. Right, so how are we gonna do this? Hmm. Do we divert the Marauder to go take out these beast infantries? But the pulse lasers and the SRMs could probably be really good at it. Yeah, we'll start there. Alright, so Marauder first, 6 hexes, as you do. Ash, 6 hexes, as you do. Scarponi is going to move 8 hexes, because he's got that XL engine. Tsubasa can walk to here, and then turn around into the back of that Fury, and kick him in the rear, maybe. Ooh, he's got 40 points of armor in the rear. I don't think I want to do that. The Oro, however, is weak on its left side, which means we can get into these heavy woods and blast him. Alright. Mackie needs to be backing up. Earl. Earl still has armor. Just not a lot on his center torso, but if they keep grouping their shots like that, he's screwed. But the odds of them continuing to shoot like they have been at him are really slim. So he is going to go ahead and advance and get those medium lasers into range. Petra, stand up and go here. Needs a 4, give me the 4. Yes. And Longsword can still shoot, sort of, so he'll stand still. Needed a 4, got a 6. Way to go. Alright, let's start with Petra, with those PPCs. At the Ishtar. Yeah, at the Ishtar. Ooh. At the Ishtar, actually, I think I want to use cluster munitions, which means we're firing it last. So that's going to be all the mediums, maybe not the smalls. SRM. Do we go up to 38 with one of the PPCs? I think we're going to go up to 38 against the Ishtar with one of the PPCs. That'll be 1, skip, skip. Skip, skip. SRMs. Oh, because it's an ER PPC. I'm counting it as 10, not 15. That's where I'm screwing myself up. Do we drop 2 of the mediums? Or the PPC? We'll drop 2 of the mediums. Okay, so that'll be 15 heat there. We need to skip 2 of the mediums. And then the cluster munitions to finish it off. And I think that's all I'm going to fire at the Ishtar this turn. Oh, we've got the Oro on 10s, but the Oro is weak on its left side, and Tsubasa is working on that. The Fury on 12s, the Excalibur on 11s, the Black Knight on 11s. The BattleMech vehicle on 9s? Sure. Earl at the Black Knight on 9s. Can we do that? Yeah, we'll go 3 heat over for that. We'll follow that with the Black Knight at the heavy BattleMech vehicle on 10s. Sure. Yep, okay, that'll be it for him. Alright, Scarponi has the Beast Infantry on 11s, sure. Ash with the medium lasers has no one in range yet. Tsubasa has the Oro on 5s. That's going to be everything. 5s and 9s? Yes, please. Tentacle Shogun has the Beast Infantry on a 9. And a pair of 11s. Oh, no. That's just going to be medium pulses, I think, all the way. Yeah, the SRMs aren't going to hit. Oh. They're considered VTOLs. Infantry VTOL. Interesting. Okay, well. Alright. Going a little late here, but that's okay. The Wolfhound hits the Excalibur in the center torso for 5, down to 19. Banshee hits the Ishtar in the front with the PPC down to 22. The front with the medium laser. Some SRMs also hit the front and the left side, immobilizing the Ishtar. And then the LB-10X hits with 4 pellets, mostly to the front, immobilizing it some more. The Fury misses the Hetzer, the Mackie misses the heavy BattleMech recovery vehicle. Earl missing everything on 9s and 11s. The Oro hits the Firestarter in the right leg with a large pulse laser, critting on his hip and his foot. Firestarter is more than likely going down at the end of this. Firestarter returning fire at the Ishtar, hits it in the turret, hits it in the rear. The Demon misses Petra on an 8. Black Knight, our Black Knight, misses the BattleMech recovery vehicle on 10s. Black Knight hits the Hetzer with a large laser to the left side and destroys the Hetzer. Man, that guy was tough, but once you're immobile, not a lot you can do. Scarponi misses on 11s. The Excalibur misses the Wolfhound on 11. Tsubasa at the Oro hits it in the left side twice and destroys the Oro. Huzzah. The Ishtar hits Petra in the left leg and right arm for 10 each from that Ultra 10. I think that needs to be another priority target there. And landed 12 LRMs, costing us a point of edge, dealing 5 to each of our legs. Tentacle Shogun hits the Beast Infantry with a medium pulse laser and kills them in one shot. Petra needs a 5 to stay standing, gets a 4, takes 10 damage to the center and right torso. Firestarter also goes down, takes 4 to the center torso, 9 armor remaining. And Vincent Zafferi takes his first consciousness check. Alright, that is the heat phase. We're going to go ahead and save this as breakthrough. Alright. And this is about where we are going to call it. Let's go ahead and shut this down. Yes, we save. That is our exit save. And we'll be saving here as October 4th. Thanks for the game. We need our support. Yeah, the rest of the reinforcements are arriving just in the nick of time. We've taken so much damage, and almost all of it to the center torso of 2 of our mechs. That's ridiculous how well they've been grouping those shots. I just hope they do not continue to do that, but next time we play, RNG will be starting over fresh, so maybe it happens again, who knows. But in the meantime, don't forget to like, comment, follow, subscribe, join the community. Link to the Discord is in my bio. Feel free to sign up there. And if you're watching this on YouTube, the Twitch bio should have a link in my YouTube bio as well. So, you've got no excuses. Anyway, we will see you guys next week. Until then, have a good day, have a good weekend, have a good week.